Hey guys, this is Dreadbane joined by Sapphire, continuing our coverage of the Blizzard Invitational. Now, our players are Legionnaire, the yellow Protoss, and Oxygen, the blue Terran. Now, this is Delta Quadrant, so looking forward to this one, sir.
Yeah, really interesting matchup here. We've got Legionnaire, who is one of the biggest names in Southeast Asia StarCraft. In StarCraft 1, for those of you who don't know, he actually went to Korea for the World Cyber Games to represent Australia and ended up staying there and competing in a bunch of professional tournaments, and he was even one of the few foreigners to compete in televised StarCraft. So he was actually on Korean television competing there. So he's really big name in Australian StarCraft. Didn't really apply himself to StarCraft 2 that much, but he has lately and really been thrashing it in release. Wasn't playing beta too much, and his opponent Oxygen is one of the great hopes in this tournament from Singapore. I don't know too much about him coming into this tournament. I do know that he's got a bit of a unique style, I'm told, so interested to find out what we're going to see from him. But Legionnaire has got to be one of the biggest names in StarCraft 2 from this region, so it's a big matchup here to start us off with. Lots of really big names in round one, and as said, this is a double elimination tournament, and this is quite an early scout coming here from Oxygen, just looking to get exactly where Legionnaire is, as we're seeing a pretty standard opening from Legionnaire, but skipping, yeah, we're looking like a 12 gate and a 15 gas. Legionnaire has favoured delaying that gas occasionally to around 17, and this SCV is trying to sneak in the side of the base here, but this Legionnaire is too good for that and is going to pick up on it. So yeah, looking forward to a good match.
You know, it's always nice to see some players that aren't as popular as some of the others, maybe because you see a lot of strategies that you really used to, at least their play styles. So it is very good to see that from Oxygen. I'm hoping to see something crazy come out of him, especially because this is the big time now. He really has to really put it to Legionnaire, as we see this SCV just roll around this base, just finding out what's going on. He knows the cybernetics going down as he's working on this pylon. Once again, these pylons taking the brunt of all the damage at the start.
Yeah, interesting choice, getting that Marine out before that tech lab. Just looking to deny any scouting from Legionnaire. Even got this SCV constantly harassing, trying to work on this pylon. But second gas going online, around 23 food for Legionnaire. And he went one gate into Psycore, so looking like he's going to come up with some kind of tech-based build possibly here. Getting that Zealot out just for safety purposes. Curious as to whether he's going to go straight into Warp Gate research. And no, he is going to Chrono Boost out a Stalker, looking to get that defensive position up, be able to deny this scout, and then possibly throw down some tech buildings, because he is accumulating some resources right now, and we don't see Warp Gate research coming online, but we do see Concussive Shell coming down from Oxygen, who's continuing to get out a lot of units early, coming out with this Marauder and these Marines, and pulling off a bunch of SCVs. I don't know where these SCVs are going, but Legionnaire is picking up on this.
Yeah, these SCVs now accompanying this Marine Marauder. He's looking for some very early pressure now. Really going, this one SCV with the mineral is going to have a party in Legionnaire's base in a couple minutes here, in a couple seconds, sorry, because he's at the doorstep right now. So I will have to see what Legionnaire does. He's only got this Zealot and now two Zealots and a Stalker as these gateways are now being built.
Yeah, curious as to how effective these Marines going to be, but this is a lot of units for this early in the game. It's going to be a bit tough for Legionnaire to deal with just two Zealots and a Stalker. He's going to have to pull off some probes of his own. And we did see that Robo Bay go down, but it's not. We're seeing a bunker going down as well. These Zealots desperately trying to close with the Marauder. Nice micro by Oxygen. Zealots trying to come in, but the Stalker's trying to deny this bunker from going down. Somehow the SCVs are still alive. Bringing off more probes, trying to deal with it. The Stalker taking a lot of damage. Cannot lose that Stalker. He loses the Stalker. This is bad. Bunker is almost finished. Really does not want that to finish. Finally cleans up the SCV, so the bunker's not going to finish. But a bunch of probes going down, and now the Marauders working on this pylon, and that could unpower this Robo Bay, so this Immortal might not come out. This is really bad for Legionnaire.
Just putting it to him straight away. Oxygen with the SCVs doing so much damage, getting this a bunker now halfway, like pretty much done now. These SCVs going to fight these Marauders, but just nice little micro moving back and just picking off more and more. Legionnaire's in a terrible position right now. Just Oxygen really taking it to him.
Yeah, don't know what Legionnaire's going to be able to do right now. This Zealot is really not going to be able to stop anything, taken out there, and Legionnaire calls GG. So that was a quick game. Oxygen just going completely aggressive, cutting SSCV production to try and get as many units out as possible, getting that concussive shell, and trying a bunker rush. Bunker doesn't go down, but he just takes out so many units in the process that it slows Legionnaire down, who was trying for some robo play right there. But Oxygen just way too creative and way too good. So we go to game number 2.